Let's do it. Loud. You can say I don't need me, but with the energy I put inside of every track, I guarantee that I can make it look easy. Motherfucker better believe it, we are giving the grievance. Nigga never receded to the back of the line. Every time that I rhyme, it blows your whole mind to define from a sign the illegitimate grind of a man that was trying to expand his horizons. Looking at the pen and the pen, and I gotta find a source of innovation, more inspiration. Procrastination won't save the masses. The way that I've been setting things up for you bastards. No, I'm not bashful, time has been passing. Every single second devoted to my passion. From my dedication is never put in a casket. The way that I've been rhyming and flowing, I gotta have it. Giving my heart as I do, and your shit is the truth. There's no reason to lie. I defy with these intricate lyrics and derelict spirit. I praise to the Lord. Tell me the reason why I am still breathing. I'm depressed as fucking looking for the meaning while feeling and dreaming of sanity. Yes, and I wish I was in this calamity. Less if I'm actually blessed, and I wouldn't confess that my mind is obsessed with that beautiful death. Taking my time so that I murder the beat, and everything a nigga do is just read. I disintegrate, your thing is in the red. So insidious lyrics, a motherfucker no fear for the labor of love and judgment. That was never with a fake. It's delayed for the sake of the sound, and I found that the pain is the perfect companion to finally understand that the man has been outstanding. This is outlandish, you take for granted. I said I got a vision, I put it up on the canvas. I am not candid, you would give us semantics. My mind is manic, flow will cause cancer. Please do not panic. The peace and I seek is the peak of the party. Regardless of conscious, the calling and constant. Eliminate hate, so embrace from the content, reflects in the concept. Pick it up with the bass and the beat. As I pause for a second, I wanted to give a message. I never make guarantees, and I promise the beat is...
A massive thank you to all of the sponsors who support both me and my content here on the channel. If you're looking for new fresh gear, then head on over to FXR Racing, where using code MXPR_Lins15 at checkout gives you 15% off all MX and lifestyle products in Europe. If you're chafing mid-moto or just want something comfier to day-to-day life, then the people over at Kex have you covered. Using codes LINSMX will give you 10% off everything site-wide, and they're already backed and used by riders like Billy Bolt, Tommy Searle, and of course yours truly. If you're excited for the upcoming Motocross the Game, use code LINS4 will give you a 4% discount when you pre-order at preorder.motocrossthegame.com. And finally, if you're looking to be as cracked as the top 1% in MX bikes, then G Fuel have you covered. Code LINS, it saves 20% on everything. I hope you're all ready for round number 2. Oh, by the way, it's my birthday today, so I better see some happy birthday messages in chat, and I'm absolutely OAP status. I'm fully unk. I've hit the big 3-0. Jesus Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, I pressed the wrong button. Fuck, there we go. Right. Hello, everybody. Happy round 2. Happy birthday. Welcome. We've got 20 seconds until the password comes out. I wanted to address the elephant in the room, by the way. You might notice it's a bit gloomy in the room right now. I don't know what's happened. Like, I think I just need to hard reset my internet at some point. But my Elgato key lights and the TV downstairs, it's a smart TV, cannot connect to the internet as of last night. But my PC and my phone are fine. So we're playing in the dark today. So it might look a little bit gloomy, but the vibes are still here. The vibes are still high. So hopefully we can have a good day today. That's not good. As I'm talking about internet, hang on, MX Bike Shop is saying error establishing database connections. I've just gone to refresh it for the password. Oh, hang on, somebody's posted it in Aerial Discord instead. Let's do that. Does that work? That does work. Lovely stuff. Right, thank you, random person in Aerial Discord. We'll close that. We'll close that. Thank you very much, Fleety.
No talking to chat.
No pessimism. Oh, God.
Stick with cam for as long possible. P2 is easy.
P2 is easy. I don't think P2 is easy in the slightest, but we'll give it a go. It all comes down to the start. It all comes down to the start, and we'll go from there. If nobody watched my video from yesterday, kind of shocked myself. Splash said himself after the race that he should have ridden the KTM because the Yami apparently wasn't that good around there. So I'll take it with a pinch of salt, but I was really happy with how I played. And shout out to Kevin Fuela. That track that he made was so much fun. Like, really, really good. But yeah, I'm hoping for a good day today. I think if we approach it in the same way as last week, where it's like qualifying's just going to be whatever, as long as I make it top 40 and we kind of go from there and see how it goes, this camera's going to really annoy me. Because it's not like the highest quality camera in the world. So you can see when it gets super dark, it goes all fuzzy as well. And when I'm loading the game, it's completely black. So hopefully it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I'll try and lock in a little bit. I think that the complete difference was is not only was I not streaming, but I just wasn't talking either. Because I can always see chat out of the corner of my eye right here. So even as I'm playing, I can kind of see it scrolling out the corner of my eye. So hopefully we can lock in a little bit this week, and we'll see how that goes. Right, San Diego Pro. In terms of the whole pessimism thing, I am going to just say something to start the day off. There is a really, really stupid fast line on this track, which you can do on the flat track, which I'm guessing you can also do on the rough one, which is jumping on top. Thank you, Mr. Lemos. W, which is stepping on top of the table between the two whoop sections.
412 celebrates 6 months of
Now,
membership. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Now, I don't know how people were able to do it over and over and over again. I can get it once or twice by luck if I dip the front end at the right time. But I'm a little bit scared that might become a race line, which will put me at a bit of a disadvantage. I saw in the preview lap, Stone actually went inside here and he's lowered the whoops like right here to make it maybe a bit more doable. But I don't know how that's going to go over the course of the night. I mean, we'll play it by ear, we'll see how it goes, and if last week was anything to go by, as long as we get top 40 in qualifying, we'll go from there. I'm definitely much more of a racer, I think, than I am a cop lap person. Oh, thank you very much, Chase. Gramps! Jesus Christ. Say that.
With the non-brain rot content, brother.
Other fast people can vibe with that as well. Gramps is crazy, you know. I'm content with Unk, but Gramps is a whole nother level. Jesus Christ. If the shop's not working for you, I just got the code from someone in the Aerial Discord. See how it goes. Yeah, big 3-0 today, gamers. Oh yeah, I wanted to see, right, let me try and learn the track a little bit. This microphone is kind of in my line of sight, so we'll move that out of the way slightly. Let's see what we're rocking with here, because usually you can quad out of this corner, so the ruts made it easier. And then the other thing I want to test is, it looked like you can quad into this section now, whereas I don't think you could do that before ruts. Annoyingly, I think that is just close enough where somebody can. And by somebody, I mean Cam. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Is anybody else... anybody else that's played this track, are you also really struggling to get the triple quad in this next section? Because I don't know if it's a KTM thing where it's just lacking that extra little bit of oomph.
Never looked so good.
Thank you very much, Stovey. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll be honest, gamers, between you and I was a bit annoyed that my birthday fell on the same day as a race week, or a race day, because it'd be nice to do 2 separate streams, but we're here now. We'll rock with it. I don't know who it was. Somebody in the stream last week said that wherever I get in the... And this was on the race day, by the way, so he called this ahead of time. Check FXR chat. I'll do it quickly. Other than that, I want to try and lock in. Bear with me. Oh, check. It's like one of them Instagram reels. Check this, check that, check. Oh, jeez. Oh, thank you very much, Rico. Thank you. I'm going to download these now. I'm going to run this kit that I'm running right now for tonight, because it's one that BP actually done for me yesterday. Right. Thank you very much. Right, I got them downloaded now. It's your birthday tomorrow. Happy premature birthday, Cornbread. Happy premature birthday. I forgot what I was saying now. I forgot my train of thought. Oh yeah, somebody said last week, called it, that wherever I finish in the main event is where Jorge Prado would get. And guess where I got and guess where Prado got? Will that be true tonight as well? Will that carry on? That was quite nice, instead of having to slow down, instead of having to check up there. I'm a fan of that. That was very nice. Let's jump my way through instead. I can't step onto the table consecutively. Jeez. Yeah, I do think I'm going to have to find a way of quadding out of this section here, because singling into it is like so slow. Like, singling into the corner at the end just feels painfully slow. Quaddie starts in 24 minutes from now. You got a little bit of time. That felt good. I don't know how repeatable it was. Maybe I just got the perfect amount of speed through the Oh, that's a bit techie. Yeah, them ruts don't really start where I would expect them to start there. So if you're gonna have to really swing out hard to the left. Like, you're gonna have to jump and then hook a hard left over here unless you're going straight to that inside rut. Okay. What are these ruts looking like? I just want to move around on the track a little bit right now and just experiment with different lines. But I will see if I can try and jump through here again. That is a good option. Hello, Christus. Thank you very much. Hope you're doing well today. So that is an option. I don't think it's particularly fast, because it does seem like you spend a lot of time up in the air where you could be driving across the top of the whoops instead. But it's good to know it's there. Let's try a little inside here as well, see what that's talking about. It's a little double, triple, double. That could be good for me if I'm unable to get the triple quad. You're going to be quadding out of that. Got to remember to check up here. And then triple, try and land on the inside rut. Oh, that's techie. That's almost a carbon copy of the one on Anaheim 1. Basically in the same place in the stadium as well. A little triple into an inside rut. I think stopping and going inside there is going to be the move, because there's no real need to get a really fast drag for this next straight, because, I mean, there's no rhythms that you got to hit. You may as well just shorten the distance as much as you can. Let's try... Ooh. Inside. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. We're boinging all over the place. I have come to the realisation that I'm much more comfy on outdoors tracks than I am supercross tracks these days. I'm much more comfy. I don't know why, because I always thought I was more of a like slow and technical kind of rider, but the race that I done on that throwback Indiana track the other day was pretty wide open everywhere. No, not quite there again. That's going to be frustrating for me to try and get. I do like you can just go on and off that table and get yourself back into the same rhythm again as well. Anyone else help the speed check style over under tables? Yeah, I don't like them at all. I don't like them at all. I'm on board with you. I think it's just the steepness of them. You get quite a weird kick on this game. Just, you know how springy the suspension is, and yeah, a little bit wonky physics sometimes. That's all it is. If they was mellowed out a tiny bit, I don't think it would affect the bike as much, but then again, I haven't really given much thought as to how them tables are in real life. They do look pretty damn steep. Okay, so there's no tight inside line here, but you probably do want to get slotted into that middle one. Let's try super tight inside. Yeah, that's nice. That's one of them. Be a little bit patient on the entrance so you get a smooth run through it. You have to check up a lot of speed there on that first triple. And double, triple... Oh, hang on, let's... I kind of vibe with that. A little inside and then go inside again. A little techie, slows you down.
Can be justified.
Thank you very much, Aaron. I appreciate that. Thank you. What's this? Oh, there we go, that was quick. Oh, but then I've gone too fast into the face of the table. Quite a techie whoop section. It's to me, it's kind of one of them parts on the track where I kind of already know I'm going to be losing time to people, so I may as well just try and find a consistent way through it and try and replicate that over and over. Because going back to last week, I know everyone was like, so you can still get podiums, why are you doubting yourself? It was very... Oh, hang on. There you go, got the quad. So I hit a high spot and it got me further. It was very much an Alessi-esque performance where it's get the whole shot and then just kind of wobble around for the next 20 minutes. But I'll be happy to do that each week. Like, if I can get good starts all the time, I'm kind of here for it. Yeah, you can triple out of there. Triple, double, hug inside maybe. That... I see what he's gone for there, where he's made kind of the middle line and the inside line merge on the exit. But you do get quite a sharp... You see, like as this joins here, it's quite... I think that's going to be quite easy for your front end to try and wash on you. You've got to be careful there. Think about real life A1. It looked techie. Very, very dry. The racing was fun to watch though. Racing was fun. Very happy for Mr. Prado. Hopefully you can keep that going as well. I made a nice little controversial Instagram post for the engagement that was working lovely because people take the bait so well. I just put a picture of Sexton's Cowie on fire and said, not a good look for Cowie. And oh, their responses are so funny. It's like, it's one round, blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, you've just been engagement baited. How does it feel? Yeah, it's good to see Prado on the podium. Yo, yeet. Oh. Yeah, where we've got these ruts on the faces of the jumps now, you have to be very, very particular about where you're placing your bike. Because if I move a bike width to the left or right, I get a different trajectory, which is the difference between making it over like a quad like that and not making it over a quad like that. Yeah, the fact that Malcolm's racing tomorrow is nuts. The fact that Barsha has as minimal injuries as he does is disgusting. I think the old inflatable vest sale is going to be going through the roof. Actually, nuts. Sure. Have I got a marker set? Yeah. Yeah, I do think skimming that first set's going to be the way to go, but I still feel like people are going to be stepping onto that tabletop. If I set a marker here, practice it a couple of times. Because they just have to drop their front end at the right point, which is something that I am not very good at doing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a bit sketchy. If you take the second to outside rut, this one here, you're kind of still turning as you get into the whoops. That's what's causing the back end to start skipping around on me a little bit. Oh my goodness. Parsha so robust. It is kind of nuts. His mental's cooked. I mean, it is the day after. It's quite a scary thing to go through, I'd imagine. I'm sure he'll build his confidence back over time. Can you get this from the low line? Not quite. I mean, if I'm on a qualifying lap, framing it a little bit like that, it's not the end of the world. It's really not. You lose a couple of tenths, nothing outrageous. This is outrageous though, trying to jump and slot in there perfectly. I actually think going double-triple to this inside is nicer than going triple-double. Because where you triple into the corner, you can kind of intentionally case your back end a little bit on the way out and it'll slow you down. Whereas if you're doubling in, a lot of the time you end up over-jumping. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with that. I'm going to properly check up and skim the second set. Oh my Jesus. Yeah, they are a bit sketchy. Player will be trying to drop that front wheel. Yeah, I know. It's I'm at that point where I'm happy for everybody else to make that play and I'm just going to chill and do the normal line. Because I know that's something that I'd be able to get more consistently than trying to go for the big lines and wadding myself. Hey, if last week was anything to go by, there is nothing wrong with a P16 in qualifying. What did I get? It was 16th in quali, and then it was either 5th or 6th in the heat race, I think. And then 3rd in the main. So we just got better as the night went on. And honestly, if the whole season goes like that, no worries whatsoever, because I started off quite stressed last week, and then by the end of the night I was loving life, so yeah, I'm happy to keep doing that. Qualifying is always step one. As long as you can get inside that top 40, that's where you want to be. Just trying to see what I can get away with. I promise I'm not going to be doing that in the actual races. What's the time? Yeah, we've only got 14 minutes already. Actually, I think the servers go up in 4 minutes and then they run a 10-minute practice until the actual qualifying begins. Oh, that triple's hard to get. Unless you're meant to go double, double, triple rather than double, triple, double. I don't know. What other options have we got here? We've got probably middle rut, step over, and then inside on off, I'm guessing. I do think outside quad's going to be the play. This here is an alternative option. since this triple is really slow, and then you have to stretch out the next one, and the next one. Missed that by mistake. And then here, so going double, triple, I think sets you up nicer for this inside. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that's the way to go. The annoying thing is, because that's quite inside dominant, it's going to be very hard to try and make passes. Very hard. I think you'll lose a lot of time by going around the outsides. I can't believe how sketchy the tunnel jumps have been this year, like with the ruts in them. I don't know if it's just a skill issue on my behalf or if they are actually quite techy. I mean, you could always go triple tight single to the inside here. I wonder what that would look like time-wise compared to someone going triple quad and then round the outside and going quad in. Interesting. Right side of the box jump looks smoother. It could be. I just feel like it's going to be quite difficult to actually get over there. Yeah, you're right. It is less righted. But I think for what it's worth, like trying to then hook over here, you know, I think you'd end up losing time when you can try and carry your momentum out of the corner. Oh, God. Oh, God. I don't think triple double's really going to be... I mean, it's an alternative option, but I don't think it's the fast line at all. I do think going inside and going double triple is going to be the way to go. What if we go inside, step over, triple, oh, God. Yeah, the scaling does still catch me out on these tracks, with where all the jumps are differently spaced apart. Maybe triple double's not that bad. But the sharp inside ruts is something that I'm struggling with a little bit at the moment. It was the same on A1. I was watching like Chase and Rax in NA, and the inside, they was hitting the tight inside before the finish, and some laps still having enough speed to even scrub the finish line, so I'm having to hit the middle rut to even try and get enough momentum to get up and over it. So the really tight insides are quite slow for me right now. And there does seem to be a lot of heavy inside lines on this track. Sliding out there. I'm on a KTM Outlaw. So it's a KTM with a Suzuki model on it. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about practicing these tracks, or I wouldn't worry about Supercross full stop until you got maybe a couple 100 hours. I mean, you can try it for fun, but it will be a stressful experience. Thank you everyone for the birthday messages as well. Very much appreciated. What are we doing? ARL. That's Jesus Christ, so many ARL servers. Did I I hope I confirmed. Let's try C. Nope, not C. Thank you, Painkiller. Hello, Nizzy. ARL. Yeah, I always feel like when I try carrying a whole bunch of speed into the insides, either my front will knife, my front will pop over it, or my back end will slide out on the exit. I don't know how they get it so perfect every single lap after that. Why have we got more 450 qualifying servers today than last week? I swear we didn't go all the way down to G last week. You know what, Randy? We're about to find out, because I uninstalled Anti-Cheat last week after finding out that I had screenshots on my desktop. Like, leaked, I guess. No, not leaked, but hacked into. So I wasn't very happy about that. So I was messaging Nico about it, and he said to me in my DMs they're going to skip the anti-cheat for this round and look into improving it for round 3. Thank you very much, Fishy. Thank you very much, Rusper, as well. So I haven't got it on, and I've just joined the server absolutely fine, so I'm guessing no. But then again, that message with Nico was on the 11th, so that's 5 days ago. So I also haven't seen an official announcement about it. So I'll take one for the team. If I get banned today, then yes, you do need it. If I don't get banned today, then we're good right now. Wait, what?
At Fishy Fish 10119
How's that?
celebrates 6 months of membership. Another podium tonight. Let's go up.
Fishy, how have you managed to become a member twice? What's going on there? Thank you very much. And thank you, Steve O'Keefe. Linz isn't washed. A little bit washed.
Linz isn't washed.
Just a tiny bit, small bit. A little bit diluted. Oh boy, it's all popping off now. And a Ruspa. Is that my little birthday gift, Charlie? Thank you very, very much. Oh, hello, Montana. Not seen you in a while. How's Krakenberg record laps looking, by the way? I fear that me, Reese, and Chase have moved you down a few spots after that last donator-thon. Oh my Jesus. I feel like I didn't slow down that time. I don't know if I was revving. I have it where I downshift sometimes and I don't rev enough and it keeps the clutch in rather than letting it go, so then you get no engine braking. So how long we got? We got just under 7 minutes still of practicing, and then it will go into qualifying. I don't know if it's because I joined the server quite early, but there doesn't really seem to be anyone in here to compare lap times with. I haven't... Where's the standings? There we go. Oh, hang on, is that cam or is that... Oh no, that's cam number 2. Okay. Yeah, we got no one in. I don't know where we're going to be when they compile results, because as if this is all the people we've got in here, it's going to be interesting. I'm playing on just a standard PS4 controller, Dirt Surge. No, I've not tried... did I? No, I've only tried the mouse bike on soft A1. And the last time I rode them was that video that I'd done on there. Yeah, I've not touched them in a minute. That's why my thing is, as soon as like the season starts, I don't really want to mess around on anything else. I don't want to mess up my muscle memory. Hello, that aim. Oh, and hooking a little bit too far out the corner. Oh, there's a low spot on the takeoff of that table there as well in the middle. You won't go as high. Like trying to stay up on top of these ruts is what you want to do to stay lower, but it's also quite tricky. Because if you get a little bit off centre... Oh, I thought it was in first gear, I went. If you get a little bit off centre, your back end will step out on you, which is not ideal. I think you can gain and lose a lot of time in that last little switchback there. 57.2. I think it's actually my best lap across the smooth and the road track. If I was a betting man, including stepping onto that table, including getting the triple quad in that section to my left there, I reckon we're looking at like low 55s from the top of 450 qualifying. I hope we're not going much faster than that, because, yes, scary if not. Why was Aiden and Troy rolling like Kitchen and Deegan? I don't know. I actually watched Aiden's race back today, and yeah, he did not get off to the best start, so he done well coming back to 8th. I did expect... Well, I suppose if you get a bad start, there's only so much you can do, but based on these qualifying, I expect him to do much better. But I'm very, very impressed by Troy so far this year. He had good quality times, he had a good race last week, and I said to him before A1 even started, this is the year that he is going to beat me in a race. So he's never done it before. This is going to be the year. Like in an actual main event, it's never happened. And I think this is going to be the year that it does. I get sent really high off of that sometimes. Oh. Jesus. I don't want to jinx myself, but there might be at least one crash over that table tonight by me. It's because it's on cam settings. Is that the move? We all got to download cam stuff. Thank you, Banana. I mean, I do have... I've got a couple of controllers here, and I know people have heard me say it over and over again. I think my PC is just cooked at this time. Oh, Jesus Christ, I almost dropped it. I have a PS5 one here that I plug in whenever I'm playing COD, and I've got a game here as well that I got new that I haven't... Well, I haven't used anything yet because it doesn't work on bikes for me. But no, for now I just use standard PS4, no pedals on the back, nothing. Just as it comes. You love that lap, very repeatable. Yeah, that's kind of the way I'm approaching it. My thing is, let's say last week, let's say I got 16th in quality and then also finish outside the top 10 in the main, I probably would have been a bit concerned and worked on speed a bit more. But if it's a case of my one lap speed is off a little bit, but my race pace and consistency is decent enough for a podium, I'm just gonna keep doing what I've been doing. You're 56.4 right now without the table line. Are you... Chase, are you able to get the triple quad in the rhythm section after, like, the start straight? So, like, over there. After you hit a right-hander where them two bikes have just gone. Because that's something that I've been struggling with on the smooth version of the track as well. It doesn't seem... It's like, no matter how good I hit the triple in, like how low I stay, how much momentum I carry, I just can't get the pop for the quad out. And I don't know if that's a KTM thing. I know you're on a KTM, so I don't want to use you for reference a little bit. Thank you very much, Liam. You're going triple, triple, single... Wait, what? This one here. Oh, sorry, I see what you mean. So you're going triple, triple, single to the inside, step on, step off. Got you. I can see why singling into the inside would be better than trying to jump up to the berm. Pedals are a double shooting. Yeah, I play claw though, so I don't need extra pedals on the back. Actually, with the way that I play claw, I think pedals would hinder me, like trying to reach them, compared to how I play now. I also don't know if this is viable. I don't know if you get cuts for that. I mean, I guess we'll find out if it's lap counts, although I think I've been off the track a little bit anyway. Yeah, I was in second gear and the clutch was pulled in. Got no engine braking. No, that lap didn't count. That's gonna be strangely high. So triple, triple, single to the inside. Oh, that's what I mean, that front end. But I think I just hit it at 2... Oh, Tyler's in this lobby. Are MRC paying like insane amount of money? Because how's Tyler ended up on MRC? Let's have a look. I think I must have just hit the entrance of it too sharp. Yeah, too sharp of an angle. So I need to enter it here. I was too tight. So I need to make sure I land in the right area. Hello, Nathan. I'm not on a Suzuki Mondo, I'm on a KTM. I've just got a Suzuki model swap on it. Why is Tyler slower than the Lins? Because he's done one lap in the lobby, and that's it. One singular lap. Oh, so does anyone remember last week? Tyler didn't finish the race, and on stream at first I thought he'd dipped, I thought he'd quit, but it turned out that his anti-cheat had crashed, which in turn had like kicked him from the race. Rax is on there as well. Oh yeah, they must be paying money then. Get your bag. Get your bag. I'm all for it. I am going to say something that they probably won't like me for, but I'm just based on first impressions. I think I've seen like 3 people on MRC so far. 2 in that race I done the other day in qualifying, and then 1 on Aiden's playback of Anaheim 1. They're not the smartest of racers in terms of just on-track etiquette and things like that. So Hopefully Rax and Tyler can change that a little bit. I think Neon's on there as well, isn't it? Oh my god, how slow are we going through the Whips gamers? Right, we'll go for bank collapse first. Who was that? Payne just barked around the outside of me there. Is that the way to go? Oh, that's a bit distracting, having bikes coming hurtling towards you. Oh, front end said no. No, this is not a VJR model. Any models of mine that you see is all Dashpack. Dashpack's kind of the only person I really fuck with in that sense for model swaps. I think most other things are quite shady. And mostly because Dashpack gives me stuff for free, because I just, you know, YouTube privilege, we homies like that. Yeah, so let's start a lap by tossing the shit out of it and missing the outside completely. Shall I? Hang on. I'll go a bit try hard to take some fuel out. Don't know if that'll help or hinder. It'd be nice to let everybody spread out a little bit, because it always distracts me quite a lot having a lot of people in front. Even though you can't hit them, just there being there on your screen is a bit distracting. I'm going to start a 360 on the start of each lap. Just for the culture. Oh, we're wobbling. We're wobbling. That inside was quite fast. I thought I could get away with framing that and still making it to the inside, but it wasn't meant to be. A bit sharp of an angle again. Oh, I'm very sharp of an angle here. Turn. You really got to open these insides up. Ooh. You can probably also send the shit into the like send the face of the finish like crazy. Like jump into it to go for a hot lap. Okay, okay. What is a Wang half? If I was to break down the abbreviation, unfortunately I would be cancelled off of YouTube because the N stands for the no-no word. Let's do white arse Nigel going hard as fuck. There you go, that's the closest I can get to it. Damn, I can't get slotted in that inside very well, can I? Oh, we've overjumped that. Oh, god damn it. It's alright, I might have a better entry into this inside now. I can take my time with it a bit more. That was alright. 56.6. Nice. Someone said that Cam's got a mid to low 55, so that is not dog shit. That's not dog shit at all. Okay. It is indeed my birthday, Jake. 56.6 of a 360 start lap. I don't know what it is about this finish line jump here, but if you just turn on the face of it, like 360s just happen. Like, it's just smooth. It's nice. It's not even difficult. It's difficult trying to actually make the berm afterwards, but before it's fine. I know, to everybody saying to jump onto that tabletop in the whoops, I fully understand that it's a thing that you can do, but I am all about just trying to get lap times that I can repeat right now rather than the one-off hot lap lines. Because you have to try and drop your front end at like the perfect point and then try and step up and on there, and it might be feasible for other people to do it repetitively, But I need to be realistic in my skill set and what I can and can't do. So I'm just not going to even bother going for it. That's fine. Spin around. Thank you very much, Mondo. Appreciate that.
Happy B-Day.
Hello. I mean, we've only been 5 minutes deep into quali so far. Should we make some predictions right now? Do we think I get better qualifying position or worse qualifying position than P16? So better or worse than last week? How do you reckon it'll go?
What did I say last week? I'm
Thank you,
a
Moisek.
prediction master.
I know people have much more faith in me than I have in myself, which is all that is very much appreciated. I think, yeah, I'm very pessimistic. Set your goals low and avoid disappointment. That's kind of the motto. There you go. That inside was faster than the other lap. I'm taking my back end though. A little bit faster, 0.08 faster. I'm really, really scared. I want to send it into the finish line jump, but I don't know if that rut can handle my rear wheel going into it really fast. I don't know if I can make the angle of the turn really quickly. If you just set, actually maybe it can. Let's do a practice send into the finish line jump real quick. It's a Kenny track for every Sim 1. Yeah, no, I can see that. A little bit techie, like the slow stuff coming out corners. Yeah. Okay. You can do it. It's just very scary to try and do it right at the end of a lap. Far left on a tunnel. I've tried it a couple times, LV, and I had the same issue last week because the far left last week was kind of the same result. But I do get really sketchy. Like the bike gets really wonky. And it could just be a KTM 450 thing because they are just more agile by default. Let's try it this lap since we're not off to a Stanley Steamer by any part of the imagination. I went too far left that time. I was basically off the track. Yeah, I think as long as you're on top of any of them ruts, it should give you a somewhat similar result. You're on it with... Watching in 480p is hella dedication. Thank you very much, Mazars. I think people are struggling. I don't know if this is a faded take or what, but I think this track is easier to lap right now than last week's track was. Definitely going to overjump that first triple a few times. Every triple in this rhythm section is a different length to each other. I probably should try an outside line. Not that I'm going to do it in, like, oh my god. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the outside lines there that he's built, because you're kind of just squaring off into them. There's no way you can really go unless you jump over them all and then try and cut down. So you are really just forced to do the tight inside. I just want to have a little bit of familiarity with all the different ruts, just so I know where I'm going. Qualifying's now. We got 11 minutes left to qualifying. No, I've not watched any... I don't think I've watched a single MotoGP race since actually flying to Qatar and watching the Qatar GP, which was the prize for the LAN event back in... Was it 22 or 23 that happened? I want to say 23. I'm not getting my bike lent over far enough in that rut, keep going over the top of it. Weirdly enough, that rut there on the inside that you triple out of, it reminds me so much of on block out, you've got the tunnel jump left, and then you go triple double or double triple left. It reminds me of that, the way that you have to kind of get slotted into the rut, rail it, and then you can triple out from the inside. Yeah, that's disgusting. I'm 0.8 seconds up. That wasn't intentional, by the way. That just happened by chance. I just bounced in the right spot. So I know that I can get at least 0.8 of a second, which would get me into the mid 55s. Yeah, just for me, it's not repeatable. That was pure luck that I landed there. And my max HUD's done that thing where, because I started 2 laps consecutively really close to each other, it hasn't actually reset the time, so this lap's pretty much for nothing. Connection timeout online is usually just your internet. Depends where you're from in the world. I know some people have to run a VPN to play the game. I don't know why I've started going outside here. We'll experiment a little bit. No! Just couldn't get the front end pitched in. Thank you, Alex.
At Alex.
Flip.
1889 became a member. At Alex. 1889 celebrates 30 months of membership. Happy birthday.
I wonder why it says that twice. Damn, Alex calling me an uncle. He's born in 1889. That's kind of crazy work. Oh my goodness. Let me just experiment with what someone just said. If like jump through the whoops instead. Things I don't think you can intentionally jump through the whoops from the outside. So you can do this. I mean, I'm 1.2 seconds down. I know I went off the track at the start of it, but no, I still think, for me, what I'm doing is better. There could be a part of the race where, because I know they're running higher road tonight, because last week we didn't get much, there could be a part of the race where this outside gets quite chopped and makes the whoops really hard, and then I could switch to the inside. That middle rut's a pain in the arse to try and stop for. I think I might just go around the outside instead. Just properly blitz them, we'll see. Gonna start the gym again. I mean, since the new year, not weight stuff, but cardio stuff, I've been all over it. Thank you, Oz. Oh, shit. Looked at the chat at the wrong time. Oh, did you do it to the Just Giving link? Or did you send it out to something else? Oh, damn it. We got 6. Let me lock in for the last 6 minutes. Let me practice ignoring everybody. Need to do that for the heat race and the main event as well. That didn't work. There's a couple corners on this track where I'm not getting the bike lent over far enough to follow the ruts around. Thank you, Sim Racer. I should go to Glendale. Yeah, I don't know how feasible that is. Planning on going A1 next year, and that's as far as that goes. Then plane tickets are expensive. Oh my god, I actually had too much speed through the whoop, so I couldn't stop in time for that. I don't know how to... So let's say I'm already skimming them. I don't know how to go about then intentionally dropping the front end without getting sketchy. If I'm kind of bouncing through from the beginning, then it's a bit more achievable. If I start skimming, I then don't know how to drop it down after that. I'll see what I'm doing. See what I'm doing tomorrow, if I'm around for the 85 race or not. I imagine the whoops on this track will be brutal on the 85. I know why I've now started swapping. Quite a slow tunnel jump and then start straight as well. Ah, ruined it. Ruined it. Boing. Got 420 left. Might as well just beeline it over it. I don't think I'm going to go any quicker than I currently have, but it's always nice for the confidence to improve a little bit. Nah, turned too much that time. Go from turning not enough to turning too much. Thank you very much, Wade.
Happy birthday, big dog. Love seeing you bark the RMZ.
I wish I could take the full credit for being on a Suzuki, but it's a KTM just dressed up in yellow. Thank you very, very much. Why does the back end come all the way around sometimes, not the others? I'm intentionally trying to just 360 now. Now I'm 360ing too much that my normal scrubs are sending me off the track. Not ideal. Let me try and slow it down a little bit again. I'm trying to go too fast and that's the result. Need to go unk speed. Oh god, this is not going to be easy to see where I'm going, is it? Yeah, I'm just facing the shit out of that middle table. I've had 20... No, that wasn't me. How many attempts have I had? I feel like I've done an insane amount of laps. 27 attempts! Oh my goodness. That's crazy work. 27 is a lot of qualifying laps. Granted, most of them have ended in the whoops. Some of them have ended before I even get to the finish line. Crazy slow. Decent tunnel though. Stop! Oh my Jesus. I think I was fully locked up going into that. Yeah, I'm trying to, Ryder. It's purely a skill issue. I promise I'm not retarded enough after my 5,000 hours to think that going inside the ruts is good. I'm trying to get on top of him. I'm just a washed old man. In the same way that I'm trying to exit that berm in a straight line for the whoops. Not turning. Big issue of skill. I'm sure when I'm not trying to go for steamers, it'll be much easier to do. Oh, there we go, that was better. Better table in the middle. Oh. Yeah, I'm trying to go into that second one because the far left one is kind of cucking me. But in the process of it, I'm going over top of it. I either need to commit to the very far left one and just risk going off the track, or check up a little bit on the exit of the corner and hang further to the right. Oh, you know what? If I didn't try riding that out, I think I might have been able to get on top of that tabletop. I think it's just how steep the table itself is, which is causing the issues. How's fucking Gary, who's P27 in quali, getting that clean and I can't? Oh, I don't think I'm going to make it to the finish line. I got 5 seconds. No, I'm not going to be able to start another lap. No, hit 0 first. Alright, so my time is my time. I'm surprised that I got a faster quali lap than Tyler has right now. Oh my god. Holy flatland. My rut consistency is lacking at the moment. Sometimes I'll steer a little bit too much, sometimes I won't steer enough and get stuck on top of it. Hopefully that will come with more reps. For fuck's sake, Tyler. Why has he got to do that to me? He saves a steamer until the last lap and knocks me down a position. Can't have nice things when the youth are around. By 10th as well. Crazy work. I don't know what... I've got to stay in the server until it resets, so I don't know why. Like, it literally says in Discord not to leave the server until it does that. Because if everybody left just then, before it went to this pre-start, the results would disappear. We'd have to completely redo qualifying. Or they wouldn't bother and nobody would get in. Just got to hang around in the server for 2 extra minutes. Yeah, thank you, Michael. Heats will be soon. Just got to wait for him to put them qualifying times together and put the servers up. Thank you, Cray. I'm going to try and remember to set gate for the heats in the main, because I think gate 1 is on the far left and you want to be on the far right on this track.
When is the UNC Racing Team announcement dropping?
That's pretty much AJP as it is right now. I have no desire to run a team of my own. Too much effort trying to keep people happy with skins all the time. Not a bit of me. Hopefully we can get good starts like we did last week. That's not a great sign. There we go. I still think we got a better quali position than 16th like last week, so that makes me happy. My first and second gear longer, I mean, in comparison to what? What reference point do we have? Like my gears are my gears. I usually just... I don't know, I think my first gear is like 49 miles an hour. And then second is 54. And then usually I just go up another 10 miles an hour per gear after that. I will say gearing is a very personal thing though. I don't think there's a right and wrong way of doing gearing in this game. That start that you just saw was just them progressing the server to the next race so they can export the qualifying results. Like that start I just done didn't mean anything. I don't even know if I've got shorter or longer gearing compared to stock, but again, it's a very personal thing. So let's say I go through my rhythms in second gear, and whatever speed my second gear is, let's say it's 54 miles an hour. There's nothing saying that somebody can't have their first gear at 54 miles an hour and then they just go through the rhythms in first gear instead of second. So it's all very personal. It's the 16th still. It is 8:26 PM. I do have my MXB open. I don't think the results will be up just yet, but we'll hit a cheeky refresh. No, not up yet. We shall wait. Seventh. Are you boy? Where are you boys seeing this? Or are you going off? Are we going off of MXB rank times again? I forgot we done that last week. Let's have a look. Oh, I can't. It's making me re-log into MXB ranked. I swear, the last, like... I'm not logging in with Steam right now. Fuck that. In the last 2 years or so that rank's been a thing, I've been logged in the entire time without ever having to re-log in. And then the last 2 weeks, I've had to re-log into it twice. Which makes no sense to me. That's alright then. We'll say... what's the word? Where it's like a placeholder. Provisional. Provisional P7 for now. Still, it's Certainly better than 16th. Now let's try and go around the track at an actual race speed rather than a hot lap speed. If I can run a 57 like that every lap, I'll be a very happy man. That felt smooth, felt consistent. We might get a little bit of a weird buck in the whip sometimes, but other than that, I see nothing wrong with that at all. It's not going to be the fastest lap of the main event by any means, but it felt repeatable at least. See, we can do 2 in a row. A little bit slower, still in the 57s though. Yeah, you know what? I fuck with that. I'm happy with that. When it comes to like track objects and assets, usually getting them online is the best thing to do. Like websites like CG Trader. If you just type in like free 3D models, like Blender or something online, there's so many free assets out there to use. Troy got 5th in quali. I'm telling you, boys, this is Troy's year, and I can only guess that Troy will be able to do every round. No, I got 9th in quali. I didn't get 7th. I got 9th. I can only guess that Troy will be doing every round, and based on that alone, there is no reason without, like, if he gets consistent results each week, Troy could genuinely podium the championship, which will be very, very good for him. So when Cam 54.7, over a second quicker than everyone, by the way. Boy on a 56.1, Jake 56.1, Steiner 56.1, Troy 56.1, Fresh 56.2, Neon 56.3, Tyler 56.4, and me 56.5. So Cam's a second and a half quicker than everybody else. And then there is 0.4 of a second between second place and 9th place. Crazy work. I did also say this is Cam's championship to lose, pretty much. I see no reason why he wouldn't win this. Today could be the day. Today could be the day that Troy beats me. It's been a good few years. I actually can't be bothered to go back and look at 250s right now, Mosa. I believe you. Couldn't get a single lap. Let's have a look. Where did you end up, Breezy? Did you even end up in the top 40 at all? No. No top 40 for Breezy. At least not I can see it. Breezy, MRC aren't going to pay you for not qualifying. If they are, then sign me up. I'll happily rock around and get 41st qualifying time. You're not on MRC. You wish. I know, it's Neon that I'm getting you confused with. I know Neon is. How much money does it take to get me on a team per race? Probably a lot. There has to be a reason for it. Like, I'm on AJP because it's just my group of friends. So if you want me to run your shit and put your team name in my name, you just got to pay me to even show up, not even just to qualify on race. Well, to qualify, but not even on race results. I said 200 a round to Alex because it was funny, but he told me to fuck off. Right, now we sit and we wait for heats to go up. But plus side, we are already further along the schedule than we were last week. Ken's got a 56.4 and a 250. That, to me, this is going to sound faded. And Ken's knows that I love him as well. I've spoken to Ken's a couple times IRL, very nice person. I think we get along. I think a 56.4 on a 250 isn't as impressive as it sounds, because bear in mind, he would have done all of the lines that the 450s are doing. Well, that I done, sorry, not all 450s. He would have done every line that I done in my lap. And he has more grip in the corners because of it. And the 250s definitely handle these tight inside ruts better. So I actually think that I'm surprised it's not quicker, if that makes sense. I thought it'd be even faster than that. Oh, here we go. I am in 450 heat 1. Let's go in there. Yeah, that's not a dig at all. Obviously, it's still an insane time, but I thought we would be even quicker. Especially with how cracked a lot of the 250 guys are. Right. Yeah, definitely don't want gate 1. I've seen better gates, I'll be honest. Yeah. Go about there. 0.15 erode. It's a short heat race, so we'll see how it goes. I'm just going to run 5.5 litres of fuel just to kind of feel how the bike feels in the turns, because that's how much I use in the main event anyway. Nice to see a Husky. Not seen a Husky for a minute. I wonder if... I don't know what bike Reed's on this week. He was on Fantic last week. He tried a KTM the other day. Outdoors. I wonder what he's on. Huh. Freddie, why are you telling me to go left? The first corner goes to the right. Why would I go left? Miles, can you elaborate, please? Because I've got no idea what you're on about. I've seen you've said it a couple times. No, but why would you want me to... I don't know if you're like trying to one-guy me, but you want the straightest line to the inside bell as possible. Like if you're over here, I know you're trying to think of like opening it up a little bit, but I've now got 9 people further to the right of me that can block me to the inside gate. Whereas this is a dead straight line to that first corner. This goes to about there, so I've still got more room. Play sim again? No, I'm just too shit at it. It would take too much time for me to get good at sim again. Yeah. Thank you very much, Doggo. I got 9th in qualifying. Or Stone Rider think you're making these shit tracks? I think the rutted version of these tracks so far have been really, really good. It's the flat versions I think are pretty poo. From an aesthetic standpoint, I think that might be Hell Machine that does that. They look stunning. Obviously, flat tracks just aren't my thing as well, so there might be a level of bias to that, but the rutted version of A1 and the rutted version of this so far have been alright. I don't mind them. I much prefer what we're riding right now than racing on the flat tracks that we had last year. Lap time, a 56... Was it 56.5 or 56.4? It's up around that area. I'm not intentionally trying to ego people, by the way, boys. Chat's just moving a bit fast for me to try and keep up with everything. I'm sorry if I miss your messages. I've just scrolled up R4. Thank you very much. Cam's just him. He's in his prime, in his peak right now. Really, what we can do to, because this championship's probably going to be quite boring on who wins it, because it's going to be Cam every week. I think, I don't know if he's watching or not, we can put ARLSX in chat, because Rax went back to NA, and now Cam hasn't really got any comp, whereas Rax was the one keeping Cam on lockdown. So personally, I think we should blame Rax. Yeah, track's not too bad, Honda. There's a couple of sections where it's quite heavy one-line dominant, whereas last week I think you could move around a little bit more. But it's still decent. Craziest money I've seen for team offers ARL Rise. Well, a lot of people keep it quite secret, quite hush-hush. So you know if people are getting paid, but you never really know how much. So I don't know. I've heard rumours of like 100 for a podium and shit like that, which is kind of crazy work. There's kind of levels to it, because in real life sponsorships, the companies or sponsors usually get something back in terms of like exposure and stuff. Like they will see a return to that revenue. So Fox sponsoring Hayden Deegan, Fox is going to sell so many kits. Because of that, they will see a return on their investment. Whereas when it comes to MX Bikes and paying people, people are just getting paid to run a couple of letters in their name to be on a team. Like, there's no return on that. The team owners don't get that money back. So if they want to spend that much just to have fast people on their virtual team, they are more than welcome to do so. But there's usually a reason why these pay-for-good rider teams don't usually last that long, because the funds do run out. I remember MX Simulator having an issue with that, with, some of you guys will know, can't remember the guy's name, I think he used to stream some stuff, but he got a bunch of fast people on his team and he just ended up not paying them and he couldn't, and there was loads of drama because of it. I suppose my reward or my payment for being on AJP at the moment and being on the AJP team is how much BP and the rest of the AJP boys do for me in terms of real life riding, like taking my bike to races and so on. So yeah, I can't complain about that. I can't be like, no, you need to pay me money to keep me on your team when they do that much for me IRL. I think Troy will beat me. Oh, I don't know. It's on a week-by-week basis, but I said to Troy before A1 started that this is a year that Troy is going to beat me in a race. He's definitely going to beat me in the championship, because I'm missing 2 rounds, I think, around end of February, start of March time. So in terms of whole championship, I don't really mind. But no, I'll be very pleased for him when it happens, because he's been working hard. He's been putting in the grind. This is heat race time, by the way, now, games. Oh, I've been picked up. Yeah, fuck it. It's doubling. Gonna land on Jake's head. Cam's cheating. I just saw him disappear and come back. He's unplugged the Ethernet cable to get a good start. Oh, I heard someone there on my left. I checked up. I'm glad that I did. Aiden got a better start in this than he did last week. See, here I'm kind of fucked, so I can't go inside, so I'm going to lose a whole bunch of time. 360 for the fans? Oh my... So, I mean, the goal for this heat race is just get top 9. That's all we do. We're in 3rd right now. Cam's gone, as he always is. I need to remind myself not to lean back as far as I did for the main event because I started wheeling halfway down the start straight. And other than that, we're good. Just lock in a bit, try and set some consistent laps, and get ready for the main. Got Jake in front of me. He's usually a good kind of person to follow and chase because his speed's been really good recently. Although he is coming up very short on a lot of the jumps this lap. Oh, okay. Front end said no. It's kind of an awkward bit of the track. You really do have to follow people. Well, the jab, it's rare for Troy to get a good start. Love that for him. No LCQs for Troy. Oh. We're both hanging on. Oh my god. I'm glad it's not just me that's getting these, like, crazy kicks over this tunnel jump. Let's go, Troy! Oh! Oh! Oh my holy quad. Is he quad and get to the inside? Ah, he tagged it, came up short. That's just Yamaha things, that Yamaha power. Yeah, Jake's struggling right now. Cam's 11 seconds clear in a heat race. Jesus Christ, somebody test his piss. This man's taken some substances. Oh, over the bars. Ah, what a shit crash. And it faces me the wrong way. I thought I could try and turn it into a front flip, but it wasn't meant to be. The only thing is, silly things like that, it will affect the main event, because I'll get a worse gate pick. Speed-wise, though, other than Cam, feel decent. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, get me hit up the arse. Damn, have I gone from, like, a potential second to a 7th right now? Everyone's quite close together. Oh, God's sake. Try not to get landed on. We'll get all the mistakes out of the way in the heat race again like we did last week. See if Neon can have a good week again after his P2 last week. This bit of the track here is quite fun to ride, but it seems really, really bad for a racing aspect. It's so follow the leader. It's just inside. So it's nice and slow and techy, but there is no actual option to pass anybody. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. We might need to chill out on the ruts on these tunnel jumps. They are a bit crazy. Front end just missed the rut. So I'd much rather get a P4, which would end up being like a P8 gate pick, than a P10. Didn't see if we got the last lap flag or if there's one more to go after this lap. Oh my god. Yeah, hopefully this is all the sketchiness that I'm getting out of the way. I ran 257 straight away in testing, and now I'm chilling on 58 is my best lap in this one. I get a feeling that inside's going to get very, very deep. Who's on my cheeks? What's the name? Okay. Yeah, P5 in that heat race. Not too happy about that. After being on the verge of a P2 at the start, but yeah, hopefully it's like last week where I get all the mistakes out of the way early. I mean, I feel like we were both in the wrong there. So where my brain was at on the jump to the inside there was if he's on the left-hand side of me going into that corner, bear in mind the left is the inside and there's sharp ruts there, I did not think he would be trying to quad on the inside. I was like, surely if he's going to quad, he's going to be on the right side of me to then round around the outside. So that's why I then moved over to the left a bit, because I didn't expect him to quad all the way on top. So I feel like partly on me, because I started trying to go to the inside, and then I just didn't expect him to be quadding on the left-hand side there. Yeah, Troy beat him in that. I don't know if we're like referring to. I'm pretty sure Troy's beat me in a heat race before. So I don't know if that's cope of just saying it has to be a main, but I feel like Troy has beaten me in a heat race in the past anyway. Either way, I've got no hostility towards Troy. Like, I'm always happy seeing Troy do well. Yeah, so from a racing perspective, this section here is quite booty cheeks. I think maybe the solution would have been so this inside rut not be quite as dominant, and then the shape of these be different. The issue you got is no matter which way you exit this corner, whether you take sharp inside or if you go outside, you drift to the right anyway. So all of this is redundant. So yeah, it's quite full of leadery through here. The rest of it's not too shabby. I'm getting very, very sketchy over the tunnel jump. This is going to be crazy deep in the main event, I think. It's already getting quite deep here. This is kind of another one-lined corner, in all honesty. Like double, triple works quite well. Saw Aiden and a couple others here going double, triple, double to the inside. So I might have to mess around with that. Yeah, it was alright. Made some mistakes in there. We can learn from them. And then hopefully the main event is a little bit less sketch. Thank you very much, Jack. I don't think they need me for 250s this week. I think they've got somebody for it. Just to confirm as well, Talon and J Talon, are they two completely different people? No, I see what you're alluding to with going on the right side of the tunnel, but you have to remember that we're drifting out here anyway, out of the corner. There's not really any way without slamming on the brakes hard to like turn really sharp and get over to the right. The idea is you want to stay as perfectly on top of one of these ruts as possible, because then you get a lower trajectory. The issue you have is the difference between, so if you're here, you're fine. If you're here, you're going to swap. That's the difference it makes. It's just that tiny little bit of wiggle room. Because unfortunately, I think it's because of the scaling. If you hit one of these main ruts, like look how steep, like you're almost vertical. Like you're going to get some crazy Poboso physics. It's kind of nuts. So you really have no choice but to try and kind of tightrope walk your way over them. It's just causing me some sketchiness. I think I just need to be a bit more patient going into them. The whoops I hit fine. The second set of whoops are actually quite tricky. Because you have to, if you don't downside this perfectly, you don't get that good a run that you need for them. But I personally think that Cam has been using code LINS at checkout at G Fuel for 20% off of everything, and that's why he's going so fast. Maybe. Hint, hint. Why I'm on the KTM, it's purely personal preference. I just feel more comfortable on it. I feel very, very inconsistent on the Yamaha. I mean, I was inconsistent there, but I feel more consistent on the KTM than I do on the Yami. Dizzle didn't make it through again. Hate to see that. Logan didn't make it through. HM didn't make it through. Tero didn't make it through. KN didn't make it through. There are some fast people there going to that LCQ, and that's just one heat. I don't think the track's that difficult, Splash. That's the weird thing, so I'm surprised I made that many mistakes. I really don't think that... I think A1 was harder to go fast on than this one. Cam's in the sun all this year. I've seen pictures of him or videos of him out on his dirt scooter, so he gets out on the weekends. So the thing for me, in terms of the KTM versus Yamaha debate, so the accident that I just had with Neon in that race, I personally don't think I can get over this triple quad on the KTM cleanly. Because I know I can't get over it, I'm not even tempted to try and go for it, which then I think helps with my consistency. Whereas if I was on the Yamaha and I know I can get an extra half a bike length because of the bike's speed, I would be trying to go for this every single lap and possibly crash. Whereas what I've just done there is kind of as good as I can get it. So the fact that it's not possible for me actually helps with my consistency because there's no temptation there for me to want to try and get it. Cam, it's true, isn't it, that you've been using code LINS at checkout at gfuel.com for 20% off, and that's how you're going so fast? I think the only difference between Cam and everyone else right now is he's just comfortable in his settings, and a lot of it is corner speed. So just having the confidence and the muscle memory down to crank the bike over and hit these ruts perfectly gains you so much time. That's all it is. It's like Aiden said he was riding timid. I kind of tiptoe around some of these ruts, especially the insides. That is the big difference maker. It's these fuckers here that are messing me up a lot. Hello, Ryder. See, that's nice, but I can't really do that every lap. I get sketchy. My game plan is when that rut gets too deep, I'm just going to go to the inside, or go one rut over, sorry. Ooh. So next up we should have the 250 LCQ and then the 450 LCQ. And because I haven't got to stream the 250 LCQ at all, well, I didn't do it last week, I streamed the 451. Because I haven't got to do that, I can try and practice the track just a little bit more. Yeah, there's a lot of quite OP insides here. Again, Like this is so follow the leader. There's an element of luck to it as well, because here's my thought process. If somebody is like here, and I'm kind of in the air, just landing this double, I'm still going to go to the inside, because I'm not close enough to try and make a pass at all. And I know that if I just go around the outside, I'm losing time. But if you get unlucky enough, someone can just mess up this rut and be stuck in it, and then you've got nowhere to go either. So it's kind of a catch-22. It's like, do you go around the outside and lose time? Or do you take the fast line and then risk a potential time loss from somebody messing up in front of you? One thing I can't be doing is messing up that double twice. I've done that twice in the heat race. And then you can't go over the finish line jump, and that's probably a bigger time loss than the insides. Thank you very much, everyone, for the birthday messages. What's the third rut like here? I haven't tried this one yet. Okay. It's not too shabby. Cam might still be in here, by the way, so I do want him to listen to this, because it is 100% shots being thrown. Cam is the kind of guy that even if he wrapped up the championship 3 rounds early, he would still show up on the Yamaha and try his hardest to just carry on winning. That's the levels of locked in. I don't think he'd rock up and mess around on like a Honda or something for a laugh. For my birthday, Linda got me some Pokemon cards to open, or Pokemon packs I should say, to open, and then some stuff for the walking / running that I'm doing now ahead of that ultra marathon that I'm signed up for. Just help with the train, you know, like an actual proper coat, some gloves, all that good stuff. My parents got me a new headset, which is kind of awkward because Linda also got me a new headset. So I'm going to have to use Linda's one first, just out of, you know, respect for the game. And then when that one gets as crusty as this one is, then I can use the one my parents got me. I had a birthday Domino's today, and I intentionally didn't eat anything all day, so I didn't feel guilty about eating it, because again, still trying to lose weight, so keeping it within my calories. So yeah, pretty normal day outside of that. I think a lot of my mistakes in that race was from trying to go too fast. Whereas if I just back it down another half a second a lap or so, don't think them mistakes would have happened full stop. Because as soon as I get into here in testing, it's a different story. I'm kind of quite consistent, quite smooth. There's no external factors. But as soon as I see someone in front of me, and I've got somebody to like chase essentially, I just try pushing that little bit harder. And that's what's causing the mistakes to happen. Like on these corners especially, it's so much better just to be slow in and fast out, rather than trying to like row the entire corner. Thank you, Ryder. I do have to throw shade your way though as to why you've taken my profile picture and edited it into your own one. It's a little bit odd, but thank you for the happy birthday. Domino's is full of pesticides. Tastes good. That's kind of all I can care about, to be honest. Calories in, calories out. That's all that matters to me. If I can eat 2,000 calories of donuts in my day and then be done with it, by all means, rock with that. Ireland, what does IGN stand for? Oh, in-game name. In-game. You don't want to know what my in-game name is right now. You don't want to get that. It's one of the ruts of all time. Jesus. I'm noticing that most of my issues and crashes, or just in general, issues I'm having in the turns right now, it's all front-end related. Yeah, I'll be watching the Supercross tomorrow. I will be watching. See, I know people have different body types. I've never, ever, ever understood the type of people that say they forgot to eat today or that they struggle to eat more. Whereas I'm the kind of person where food is just always on my mind. That I'm thinking of the next meal whilst I'm eating the current meal. So to me, bulking and putting on weight is the easiest thing in the world. It's the cutting that's harder. I'm going to see if I can find... There we go, Talon 214. Oh, Talon, we might have to update that bitrate. Or is it the reshade? It's one of the two.
If you still can't hear him after that,
That bitrate's crazy. Crank that shit up, Talon. I know it's Twitch. I know they cap you at like 5k, but we've got to make sure we are at that 5k. Hello, Mouse. Hope you're doing well. This is a nice different overlay. Let's have a look. We have got... You've got HM. So let's look at it this way. HM was in last week's main event. Davey was in last week's main event. Yoku was in last week's main event. Dizzle was in last week's main event. Tero was in last week's main event. I think Chase might have been in last week's main event. I think that's it, actually. So there's at least 5, maybe 6 people in here that were in last week's main. So I'd be very interested to see how that goes. Oh, no, it's KTM. Just the reshade. It looked red for a second. This looks cool as well. A little overlay at the bottom. Look at the production quality. What I will say is typically weight falls off of me when I actually try, when I diet and exercise regularly. I think now it is the case where the age is starting to show because it is not falling off as quick as it has done in the past. But if anybody's not following me on Strava or you don't pay much attention to Instagram, or if you just don't know yet, I have signed up for a 50k ultramarathon trail run in October. Reason is to raise money for Alzheimer's Society because my nan was diagnosed with dementia in the last like 8-ish months or so, and she's deteriorated quite quickly. So I thought, you know what, I'll try and do my bit to help. And as you know, I am a fat YouTube guy that sits in a desk all day. So going from 0k to 50k is quite a big gap. So it's going to take quite a lot of training. But 3 days ago, and before I say this, I know that treadmill running is easier. It was at 3 AM. Let me off. I'm allowed to use a treadmill at 3 AM. I went to the gym, got on the treadmill, and I'd done 9.5k in, I think it was I think it's like 9.3k in 95 minutes. Which is pretty decent pace-wise. I was just alternating between fast walk and jogging, just so I didn't stop at all. It was good. It was good. My feet felt good, which is rare. Usually I get blisters, but my like shoe and sock combo right now is feeling good. It was just like my psoas muscle was a bit tight, so I kind of stretched all that out and it feels better. So there is good progress being made. I'm very happy with it so far. Spectate Breen, I'm not. I'm watching a live stream right now, Theo. I can't control who's being watched and who isn't. I didn't make my profile picture, Ryder. My brother is a graphic designer, and he made it for me from scratch, which is always why I get a little bit, not, I wouldn't say annoyed, but it's just kind of like, oh, see, just stealing my brother's artwork when people just take it and then remove the name and number from it themselves and add their own shit onto it. Big Harrison for the win. I would expect Harrison to make it through this. I mean, Harrison was running up in like third, fourth. I might have jinxed him. He's stuck inside Yoku. One Brit versus one Finn. Pornhub.com. I've seen that he was running top 4 last week, early on in the main event. Thank you very much, Mr. Dale Hartburn Jr. It's nice. That's a funny name. I like that. Rip Dizzle. Where's Dizzle? Has he left? Or am I... Yeah, where is Dizzle? Was he... He was in here just now. He's gone. Don't see him. He left. Okay. I hate to see that for Dizzle, because he that video that I uploaded yesterday with that Nationals race, he had a really good result there. Yeah, this bit rate is crazy. Actually, I don't know if it's bit rate or if the reshade that Talon's using is just like baked, like hard baked. It's making stuff look quite grainy. But still better to have a stream than not have a stream. And I only just didn't even think about it, just realised that they're running the LCQs at the same time. So a shorter wait for us as well. Which is nice. I don't know if they're going to run the mains together or if they're going to do 250 first and then 450. Right now... Oh! Somebody had me. I have become an alien. I am green. That serves me right, doesn't it, for not subbing. Can I do the Opera GX cheese? It doesn't work anymore! Oh, that's crazy work. You used to be able to just pop out and watch it separately. What's this one? Nope, don't know what that is. Damn, that's crazy. Okay, we'll watch ads for now. I do think that the Twitch ads are quite egregious sometimes, but there's nothing they can do about them. Even when you set the ads to be the minimum amount on Twitch, there is still quite a lot. But what I hate is when you get like Twitch, you get like 4 minutes worth of unskippable ads, which is kind of crazy. I'll go back to this for now. Actually, if you tab out, the timer doesn't carry on, does it? The timer pauses, so you're forced to sit and watch it. YouTube. When it comes to ads on YouTube, you literally have 3 options. You've got... So, on videos, you can, like, manually place ads. But on the streams, you just have to set the regularity. And they don't set, like, times or anything. It's just... I can't remember what the first one is, but it's aggressive, medium, and then whatever the lowest option is. And I just slap it in the middle. I just put it on medium. So I don't know how often they pop up. It's one of the only whoop sections I've ever seen where there's actually a downside to hitting the whoops too well. That you just go too fast into the face of that table. Are we back? back, we're back. P1 tonight. Yeah, I think if any of you are betting men or ladies, do not bet on that. That is a bet that you will lose. Oh, Britain taking a very aggressive line there. I don't hate it though. Kind of rode over the ruts. That looked like a realistic kind of block pass. The only downside was he got a really shit drive through the whoops after because of that. So Yoku was able to get back past again. This is the battle for 5th place, I think, if timing's right. Hmm. 360th in the lead for good luck. You know what? If I am in the lead as we go over the finish line for lap 1, I will do a 360. If I crash and lose the lead because of it, we know who to blame. I think I ended up 5th in the heat, so I'm going to have roughly 10th gate pick. 9th or 10th gate pick, we'll see. Which is, I was going to say it's not ideal, but it's actually still, I think it's kind of the same as what we had last week. And I managed to get the whole shot last week from that, so we'll see what happens this time. I think the difference is last week, there wasn't really a massive downside of being quite far inside, whereas this week there is. Thank you, Chandler. Hope you're doing well also. I see the occasional Instagram posts that you post when I go onto my personal Instagram. I just don't use it very much anymore. I usually just use my YouTube one. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Actually, let me check Discord first to see if they're separating them or not. Yeah, they've not mentioned if it's staggered or not. Basically, I'm just... I need to go and drop the kids off at the pool. I need to have a dookie. So, we'll see how that goes. Oh, he didn't make it through, Harrison. That sucks. Yoku didn't make it through either. Dizzle didn't make it through. Chase is back in. Davy's back in. I don't think Logan made it last week, but Logan's in as well, which is good to see. So yeah, give me... Oh, it's not staggered. Oh, shit. Wait. Well, I'm getting mixed opinions here. I'm seeing staggered and not staggered. Do we have any proper confirmation on that? Staggered is arse from Ryan. I'll hold it off for just a minute or two then, because if they put both servers up, I'll go and have a shit whilst I'm loading into the server. Just go push hard. You know what? Yeah, it will probably take like 5-ish minutes. I'll be. I'm sure maybe I'll get the whole shot because I'm lighter. Saying that bro whacks it before a race sounds kind of sus. And I don't know if that's what you're going towards. Holy fucking shit! Stephen!
Good luck today, smiley face emoji, smiley face emoji.
Stephen, we might have to have a discussion. Because it wasn't that long ago that you done egregious amounts of money again. Thank you very, very much. I don't know. 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up, not 1, 2. Thank you. W. Stephen. Oh, very appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right. Hang on, before... Yeah, W's in chat for Stephen, by the way. I just want to double check before I join this if it's staggered or not. Because if it's not staggered... Oh, Ryan's typing. Sorry, if it's staggered, I'm going to sit in testing for a couple minutes before joining. If it's not staggered, I'll hop in straight away. 4:50, stay off track. Your race will start when the streamer joins. Okay, so we got time. We got a little bit longer. I'm guessing they're going to stream one and then the other. Give a little more motivation. The motivation's there. I think it's the skill issue that's a problem. The lack of skill needs to be studied. Going back to the whole weird scaling thing, I downsided that doubling absolutely to perfection. You're telling me that a 450 can't get that next triple after that is crazy work. We have a prediction poll. Well, that's a little bit late for that now. The good thing about the last one is people voted before they even saw how the night was looking, whereas now people have got a rough idea already. Sure. Hey, Eli and Roxon are good. They're multiple time champs. Actually, can somebody update me on how many championships Ken has won in America, both indoors and outdoors? Hmm. 2 outdoor, okay. I was going to use the excuse if they both won more than me, but sounds about right. Sounds about the same. Cutting down in that corner helps a little bit. You hit a higher spot of the jump, so you can get the quad easier. What do we think's the move, gamers, after the first turn on this track? Are we... is rolling the wall the way to go? Thank you very much, Danny. So after the whole shot line... The reason I have to question it is, so it's blind, so doubling in is not a given, because that can happen. But then I'm also worried that if you roll it, somebody's just going to land on your head. So I don't know. Don't know how it's going to go. Yes, main is up. However, the races are staggered, so the 450 race doesn't start until after the 250 race, so I got time. So just get a little bit of last minute practice in. I suppose I just have to see what people in front of me are doing. But I know full well, so let's say somebody in front of me rolls, so then I check up and roll and be smart. Guarantee whoever's behind me does not give me the same courtesy and will just double and land on my head. Alright, that's enough practice. But then I also don't want to be the person that sends it and lands on somebody else's head. Heat race was a bit mixed. Pace felt good. stupid mistakes and I ended up in 5th. I had the potential to get a 2nd. Track's decent, a little bit one-lined in some places. We are waiting for 250 main, and then we're doing 450 main. And just like what? It's just a normal polo. It's not a proper shirt or anything. It's just basically the shirt that I wear when I'm golfing. Just normal Under Armour t-shirt. No, I don't think anybody had any issues with this track showing up for people. Lack of lighting is because my computer is not recognising my lights, so if I turn it off and turn it on again, the light blinds me for a second and then turns off. And then usually I have this control panel down here. Where is it? Is that it? Yeah. Here. And usually I turn them on here, but it doesn't recognise them at all. And I don't know why. So I think I'm going to have to hard reset my internet at some point. So we got no lighting today. Oh, yeah, what if we big dick it and swing out wide and then triple in over everybody's heads? Right, swing out here and then just trip in on everybody's heads and then cause a big old pile up. Oh, I got told to get off the track. What am I doing? I don't know if there's many rounds where I have not ridden on the track at all, so my brain just shuts off. Well, we may as well sit in the pits for a bit and try and find that live stream again. Foolishly, I closed it. Although Scump is live watching the games right now, it's Gentlemates versus Falcons, and I do have a bet on for the Gentlemates to win. How many ads is Scumpy going to give us? Gentlemates are a map up. Okay, so the bet's looking good so far. I've got an ACCA on all the games over the weekend.
AG's got a sniper.
They picked up MCs.
Oh, I was gonna say, what the?
The angles are really ideal. Yeah, where they're playing from. They're playing.
Thank you, Velocity.
High low
right there.
I mean, the one player's really nuts, but he's only
Yeah,
step
step into this office, motherfuckers.
Kismet died so fast. Big Dan Ghosty.
Okay, 3v1 now.
How is he doing it?
Gonna fall 2-2.
Okay, 2-2. It's looking good. It's looking good. I'm here for that. I'm here for it. Please don't play copyrighted music. Whew. Okay, we're good. Right, 250. Oh, 250 hasn't even started yet. Bombaclut. The only esport I keep up with anymore is Call of Duty. I used to be big into my Counter-Strike like years ago, but that was when I was playing at the same time, and then I stopped playing and just didn't have the interest in following it anymore. But yeah, I've got bets on most of the COD games over the weekend. It seems like we got a Husky and KTM meta. Again, I keep that red is hella saturated. I think it's, well, that orange is saturated. It looks red. But then on my, maybe it's me, because on my main monitor it looks red, and over on my OBS it looks orange. So maybe this monitor's got funky colours. No worries, Stephen. Hope you have a good golf sesh. Don't be like me. Don't just randomly develop a slice out of nowhere and then you can't get rid of it. Actually, I know my issue. I always come over the top. But yeah, don't be like me. Sure, you got Optic for a W. I was hesitant to bet on it, but I did put Optic to beat Thieves at the moment, just because Thieves are looking a bit shaky. I think I went for, so there's something like 6 games over the weekend, and I think I went on maybe 4 or 5 of them. It was something like, so Gentlemates right now to beat Falcons, and then there's another day where it's like Gentlemates to beat G2 or something, so I done that. Optic to beat Thieves, Heretics to beat Surge, and then it was, I think, Cloud9 to beat Breach I went for also. Rather be racing or commentating after the first round. I mean, racing's fine. Racing's okay. Racing is definitely more stressful. Commentating is just such a chilled gig. But the people spoke. It was like a 90% to 10% poll that people wanted me to race rather than commentate. We're betting on virtual motocross games? No. No, this is all Call of Duty related. Could you imagine if you could bet on this shit? I'd be... Imagine somebody like... So last week, for example, let's say you could do the same bets in this game as you could in real life. You can say, okay, I'm going to bet that Tyler finishes on the podium. Last week, his anti-cheat crashes and it kicks him from the lobby. So your bet's gone. You lose. Like, the infrastructure of MX bikes is not sound enough for something like that to actually be good. You'd get screwed over by so much random shit. Like this week, for example, I'd say, oh, HM's going to get top 10 in the main. He didn't even make it through to the main. He had a stinky LCQ. Be fuming. Crazy they're struggling with that team. I just don't think they've got the right people. And I don't think people are ready to hear the fact that Hydra might be part of the issue. Not from a skill perspective, but in terms of what he does for a team and teamwork perspective. Because we saw how much Ghosty done objective-wise for that team last year, but Hydra didn't get along with him, so they got rid of him. And it's like, right, now you've got rid of your objective player. Ghosty is now absolutely frying with Gentlemates and the best player in the league right now, and now Thieves are struggling. Because they've got a very off-form Abizi right now, who's not getting all the entry kills that he usually does. We've got Hydra, who doesn't touch the objective at all, getting no hill time. We've got Kenny dropping 0.6s and 0.7s all the time. So it's basically just Scrap his eye end up, getting kills, and that's basically all it is. So it's just the people on the team aren't the right people to work together. Like, you can have your slayers like Hydra, but then it needs to be paired with hard objective players at the same time. Looking forward to the K-Bell Championship. I am, actually. Is that... Oh, yeah. It's on... What is going on in chat? Hang on. What am I reading right now? I don't know what I'm reading. You know what? There's an easy way of getting around this. Oh, never mind. There we go. I was going to say, yeah, so for anybody that loved the DDC and the NSP series, it all starts up again on Sunday, this Sunday. There's a pre-season round. It is going to be a format that we've never had in MX Bikes before, to the point where it's a little bit confusing. So let me load up my DMs from Aiden and read you how it's going to work. So usually the issue is, like, a lot of people don't sign up for races because they know they don't have a chance of qualifying. But this time, I'm going to give you the whole schedule. So track release, then qualifying after 30 minutes. And then, so say usually the top 20 qualify in Group A, then 21st to 40 in Group B, so on and so forth. If you qualify in Group C, all the way through to Group G, so you could probably qualify in like 150th position and still be able to race, you then go through to your individual group's main events. The top 3 in the C main go through to B, and then the B group do their main event. The top 3 in that group go through to the A main, and then the A mains do their events. So if you qualify first, you wait until the A main, so you just do your 1 A main afterwards, and that's it. Two A mains, sorry. Let's say you qualify in Group C, you then do a C main event. If you finish in top 3, you then do a B main event. If you finish in top 3 again, you then go and do 2 A main events. So you have the potential on race day to do 4 main events over the course of the night if you qualify in like a low enough spot, but still do well enough in the races. So there's a lot of reason for people to show up and give it a go. Like I think it could be interesting. So what's the letters? If you qualify in Group D, E, F, or G, you do your 1 main event and then you're done for the night. So you've had your race and that's it. If you qualify in C, you do your main event and the top 3 get promoted to B. Then B do their main event, including them C riders. Top 3 again, they move on to the A main events. Yeah, so if you qualify straight through into Group A, because you're really good at qualifying, you just do your 2 main events at the end of the night and that's it. If you qualify into Group B, you do your B main event, and if you're top 3, you go through to A, so you can do 3 races. Or it could just be 1. You could finish 4th down to 22nd in your individual main events, and you don't get promoted through to the next one. The series I done last was the MXL series. It's on my MXB. It's a retro series. I don't know how many rounds there are. I think that was round 1 of it that I'd done. Next week I think they're making a old Freestone replica. I haven't been paying much attention here. How was Ken's 19 seconds clear of everybody 5 minutes into the race? What's going on here? No, there's no heat races in that series. It's all main events. And it's just if you do well enough, you get promoted through to the next main event. If you don't do well enough, then that's your night done. But you still score your points in your individual classes. I think it makes it harder for people to sandbag, because if you qualify for, let's say you get 4th in C one week and you get like 18 points in C group, if you then go through and qualify into B the next week, then points don't transfer over. You then start scoring B group points. So really you're enticed to finish as high as possible at all times. Oh, Wednesday's the last one, is it? Hang on, you mean I could win another championship? I show up for 2 rounds and I can potentially win a series? W. I have a feeling next week Splash will rock up on the KTM though, with goated suspension and just put me in a spliff. So I had my 1 good race. Ken's undefeated season. There is potential. This is part of what I don't like about coasts, is the racing does get a bit boring, because you are racing against half of the competition, which makes things like an undefeated season more doable, I suppose. I mean, I'm saying that Cam's probably about to go and have an undefeated season in 450s. Kevin's making his own series with throwback tracks. Iron Man and Freestone are the round 1 and 2. Is that separate from what I've already done, Strider? Because if so, I'm not interested in it. My whole thing, and why I don't really do my MXB races anymore, is I hate the concept of racing on tracks that have been out for a long time. So it's just whoever's grinded it for the longest. I only really enjoy doing races where tracks have been out. So that race I done the other night, for example, the track is out 2 hours maximum before race time, or before qualifying. And that's kind of what I vibe with. But yeah, any series where the track's been out for a number of days, I don't bother. Oh yeah, this game's so wonky to watch. Very, very goofy. I agree. Oh. Okay, we're back. Oh, no, we're gone again. I'm hoping that's not me. I haven't dropped any frames my end, so I think my internet's alright. CCRL races in the UNC class. Yeah. Oh my god. It's not usually this wonky. Are the servers struggling, maybe? I did enjoy it, but I think that was mostly because all the people in the Unk class actually have a brain when they're racing and give each other room. They don't just dive bomb and try and ride through people. So that's a big issue. Is something that I've noticed in even just NA Aerial when the track's been out for 5 hours before racing. And if you watch a Reaper Docs video back, there's prime examples of it. Is people don't have the ability to take different lines. What the fuck have I... Who is that? What's Aaron just done? Are we just beelining it down the side of the whoops now because we made a mistake rather than just actually carrying on? Stuff like that. Like, people make no sense in their racing decisions. But sorry, what I was saying is when the track has been out for a prolonged period of time, people get so fixated on the one fast line that they've been grinding for the last 5 hours that even if somebody's in that line already, they refuse to take a different line. So a lot of time they end up just riding through people. And that exact same thing happened in Reaper Doc's Anaheim 1 video, where you hit the finish line, turn left, hit the rhythm, turn right, supercross triple. That next left-hander, he had the inside by a mile. He was there, the guy could hear his bike, but the guy then tried to come from far right and cross right over into the tight inside line again. It's like, if you would have just gone around the outside here, you would have lost maybe half a second of time rather than the 10 seconds of time you've just lost from a crash, you know?
65 became a member.
Thank you very much, Nico. Little gifted membership there. Lucky man, fight me at 1265. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's why I don't like doing races on tracks that have been out for a long time, is the general race awareness and IQ goes down. So for stuff like that, I love the European format of the aerial series, because you get 30 minutes and then you race. And it definitely works into my advantage. There's definitely a bias to that opinion, because I know that I'm not the fastest person, but in a race scenario, I can try and be quite consistent after a short amount of time learning the track. How do you think you can make people less reliant on one learned line? I don't think you can. I think it's purely individual people's mentality. And I think it's just the fact that on average it's a younger player's game. I don't think that the IQ or the experience is there enough to be like, okay, let me give up half a second now to not lose 10 seconds of time from a crash. I think motocross racing on MTG will get stale like MX bikes. I don't know. I genuinely don't know, because I don't know how difficult it's going to be when the game comes out. I also don't know. There's different ways of looking at it. What's the level of aggression in races going to be like? Is it going to be like bikes where you can rub elbows a little bit and get away with it? Is it going to be like sim where you just topple over as soon as you bump somebody? What's the netcode going to be like? There's a lot of different factors to it. I will say, from previous experience on both sim and MX bikes, the best racing experience that I've ever had was MX bikes on LAN. During that LAN event, me and Dorian must have banged handlebars at least 10 different times in one of them races, but because we're on a LAN and we've not got dog shit netcode and bad ping to each other, we didn't get sent flying across the map. It was just like rubbing is racing like in real life. You can touch elbows with somebody a little bit and be fine. And that was the most fun racing experience I've ever had in sim or this game. Thank you very much, HMX. Red play in this class, so in 250s it's Ken's, and in 450s it's Cam. And it actually looks like Ken's is about to go 1-1 in the first 2 rounds, and it wouldn't surprise me if Cam also went 1-1. Think there should be more lines? No. I just think there should be more viable lines. And what I mean by that is the corner that these guys are just exiting, the right-hander, very, very, very inside OP. Because the way the ruts are on the outside, it's not a natural way that you'd hit the corner. So if the ruts started kind of earlier and didn't square off at such a harsh angle, and the inside rut wasn't as deep, the lines would be more competitive with each other. So I think that would incentivize people to switch things up a little bit more. But that's also hard to do. You know, I think from a track creator's perspective, I don't know how much time Stoney spent on the rough tracks. I'm guessing that obviously all the smooth ones are released early, so they were done. I don't know if he's now doing the rough ones on a week by week basis, where he's basically got a week to make all the ruts and test them and make sure they're okay, or if he's kind of like ahead of schedule. Maybe he's a couple of rounds ahead. So I don't know, but I can't imagine making 3 separate lines on a supercross track viable per turn is an easy thing to do. You are also limited to track layouts. So this little S-bend here is probably, again, quite hard to make viable lines. Whereas when you take custom tracks, like Aiden's tracks that he makes, he's got a lot more freedom to make whatever rhythms he wants to make an inside or an outside viable. So there's certain parameters that the ARL team have to work within to try and give you the best result. So any kind of like complaints aside that I have this year, I still think this year's rutted tracks are 10 times better for racing than the flat tracks that we had all of last year. NA's the same day, so what's the time for me? Time for me right now is 9:45. The NA qualifying starts in 3 hours and 15 minutes from now. I've got no idea, Seth. I've got no information on what kind of that aspect of the game will look like. I've got no clue. I definitely, there's 2 ways of looking at it, because every game that you play now has microtransactions to an extent. You know, I can't load up Call of Duty without having a new bundle or pack shoved down my throat. Like, you don't have to buy it. That's the thing. It's also 2 minds as well, because obviously everybody always likes things to be for free. But then at the same time, a lot of the tracks that you get to race in this game, like the really, really good ones, if the creators didn't know that they could get money for them by selling it on the shop, I don't think the track would even exist in the first place. There's still creators that do it for the love of the game, but there's also creators out there who, they are like the best of the best. They know that they're super talented. They spend hundreds of hours on tracks. I do think it's fair for them to get money for it. I don't think that's a faded take to make. But then I also agree that it does also become a hassle when it's like everything that you want to play, then you have to pay for. And I think it's just because the motocross genre is so small. It's like if you go over to the iRacing side of things, like if you're a hardcore car racing fan, everything on iRacing you have to pay for. Like everything. So there's different ways of going about it. But I don't know what MTG's kind of microtransaction trajectory looks like. I've got no information on it at all. But that when it comes to MX Bikes tracks, I always know that people get annoyed with paying for everything. But I do always say a lot of the tracks that you want to play that are paid probably wouldn't exist if they weren't paid. It's stuff like... do I still have it in my game, actually? Oh, I can't leave the lobby. You know that massive compound that JV made with like Reaper Doc and Aaron Plessinger and Bo Mayer and all those lot? That track probably wouldn't have existed if he couldn't get paid for his work. So it's like, you don't pay for it and you miss out on it, or it was never paid and everybody misses out on it anyway because it wouldn't exist in the first place. So there's definitely 2 different ways of looking at it. How long's this ad break got? It doesn't tell me how long this ad break. Oh no, it does. 57 seconds. But there is still a lot of free tracks that come out all the time. I just know that they're obviously not to the same quality that shop tracks are. It's just the way of the gaming world as well. And I know that speaking to other track creators, before the shop even existed, all the tracks that would get put on MXB mods, the track creators would put like a donation link in there saying, buy me a coffee or something, like $5. None ever would ever receive any money for their work because it's an option and people don't support in that way. So they never got anything back for it. And the most I heard that would ever happen is, let's say there's 5 different track creators, they're just in like a friend group in a circle. One track creator would give another track creator $10 because he's made a track. And then that track creator would make a track, and then the other one would give him another $10. So it was just the same money going around in a circle. It's like nobody ever got anything for their work. So I respect people that still upload good quality tracks on mods for free for the love of the game, but then I also understand people wanting to get paid for their time and effort. Yeah, model swaps are definitely a different thing. It's not something that I'm personally into. Mostly because I just try, like, I change bikes so much all the time. I do have YouTube privilege as well, in that a lot of time I get given model swaps by like Dash Pack rather than having to like buy ones off the store. It really just depends what you're into. Oh, pardon me. So there you go. Ken's won that by 21 seconds. Not a shabby result. Not too shabby at all. So now we have all 22 people in here. We just have to wait for Talon to join in, and then he'll start spectating and commentating, and then we'll be good to go. What is gate pick wise? Go one further inside. I won't get that gate because, again, I've got about 9th or 10th gate pick. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Main event time very, very soon. You don't think it should be $10? Well, again, that's down to the mod creators. But, you know, it's like, it's their property, it's their work. They can sell it at whatever amount they want to sell it at. So I saw a lot of complaints about the new 85cc pack that came out, because that's $10. And to my knowledge, they are going to be updating that pack with more bikes as well. I saw someone saying the pack should be $1.50 instead of $10. It's like, again, but you can say that from where you're sat, but 2 people have worked on that bike pack for the best part of an entire year, so I don't think it's that outrageous, you know? And again, nothing's forcing people to buy them, you know? It's if people want to buy them and they want to race them, then they can do, and if you don't want to, then you don't. Ken's is bullying the 250 class. He's definitely better on a 250 than a 4. I mean, Ken's in the 20... Was it last? I think it might have been last season. In the 20... Yeah, I think Ken's in the 2025 season, round 2 as well. Like, he was really, really quick on the 450. And then I think he had a couple of stinky rounds. I don't think he was able to make every single round, because Ken's is very, very fast on a bike in real life, if people didn't know. So most Saturdays he's up super, super early to go riding IRL. And yeah, he just dropped down to 250s to have more fun, and then he's just kind of been dominating ever since. But I do think, and I'm not painting everybody with the same brush, it's just an old man's opinion from what he sees. A lot of time I do think the people that I see complaining about paid content in bikes are the same people that happily buy the season pass on Fortnite every single season. No, there's no point out system at all in this game, Island. You can sit in 250s for as long as you want. It's in the same way that most AAA games these days are around like the 60 to 80 pound mark for me. I don't know what it's like in dollars. And MTG being about £60, people are really upset with. And I think a lot of that comes from all the Battle Royale games being free to download. And it's like, that's fair enough, but you're buying like a, what's the word? Is it a live service game? Whenever I buy things in life, I always look at how much time am I getting out of it compared to the money spent. And it's like, let's say MX Bikes was £30 for me. I've spent 5,000 hours in it. So it's like, the price that I pay per hour of gameplay is not that high. But I think the general attitude, it makes the most sense to me whenever I upload like a TikTok video. TikTok comments to me is some of the most brain-dead shit, lowest IQ stuff I've ever seen in my life, to the point where I just don't read comments anymore. I'll upload a video and people will be like, is this game free and is it on mobile? Does it look like a fucking mobile game? And why does everything have to be free? So that's you kind of see where people's mentality is at in that regard. Yeah, thank you very much, Twiz. I have some videos where I've got a fucking controller overlay on the screen, and I'm being asked, "Is this a mobile game?" Like, yeah, of course it is, mate. Yeah. Thank you very much, AJ.
Folded hands emoji.
Yeah, hopefully we have another good main event today. I have videos where I go, no, sorry, so I uploaded a video on the 85cc's on TikTok. I was like, there's a new 85cc pack in MX bikes. Those are like the first 10 words that I say in the video. What game is this? Fuck off. I'm not replying to you. It's like, just the information is there at your fingertips. You just have to read or listen and you'll get it. Like, oh, honestly, the internet these days is so frustrating. It's so frustrating. That's kind of... These days I just kind of sit in my lane. I'll post my videos. I did say at the start of this year that I'm not getting involved in like negative stuff. And someone left the most retarded comment on my last video ever, to the point where I didn't reply to it. I hearted it and I pinned it so other people can see how stupid he is as well. It's just, oh, it's crazy. Yeah, I think 5.5 litres is good. That's usually what I run for a main event. There's quite a few slow parts this track, so we'll see how it goes. Right, main event time, boys. Let me lock in. See how this goes. Awful. Awful. Bad start. Oh, I'm being fucked. Why are we tripling to fucking insides when there's people there? Oh, call me Deegan, I'm 360ing. Sorry, Darren, I'm coming through, I'm not waiting. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Happy birthday.
Oh, fuck, thank you.
In main less than 3.
Thank you. Oh, fuck. Oh, God, it's all going wrong, boys. No, I can't ride around people. Right. Long main event. This might be one of them times to head down, charge forwards. Fuck's sake. Neon has unintentionally cucked me there. Neon has unintentionally cucked me a second time there. Fuck's sake, man. I keep losing my front wheel. Go to the right. It shouldn't be a nice... God damn it, now I've got Neon in front of me again. The fuck? Right. Fucking. Don't turn over the fucking rut. Oh my god. I'm just getting cucked by people. Just wrong place, wrong time all the time. He's about to jump to the inside. What a fucking idiot. What a fucking idiot. Oh, why are we tripling? It's to the inside. There's people there. Go! Boys, I'm stressed. I feel like I'm getting ganged up on. How am I in 8th? Well, that's much better than I should be in. Yeah, I thought I'd get a second of cuts for that. Holy shit, Aiden, pick up this pace, Jesus! I'm just getting stuck behind people at the worst possible times. Go. I'm dead. What are we, boys? What are we doing? I've had my own point proven about 10 fucking times this race already, where people just jump to an inside that they've not got the line for. We'll have to get the elbows out in a second and just start moving people. Don't know where to make a pass. And we're dead again. Oh, fuck's sake. It's going to be one of them races where I'm just caught around the wrong group of people that I can't get away from. Generally, I might get lapped this race. I'll be fucking arsed. Of course I get fucked the worst out of it all. There's nowhere to make a pass. Especially with people high ping. There is nothing I can do there. What a frustrating race. Just kind of get stuck around the same group of people, just keep crashing over and over again. I don't think I've ever been stuck behind someone as much as I'm stuck behind Fresh. Every time I catch right up to him, I can't get the pass done. And you saw when I do try and get the pass done, barely breathe on the fucker, and because he's got almost orange ping, I get sent flying. Just fucking follow the leader. Thing that's pissing me off the most, all this bollocks, I'm only 30 seconds off the lead, and I've easily had 30 seconds worth of crashes this race. Ugh. Stuck in the bowels of doom. least fucking follow the corner round and go more than 2 miles an hour. Jesus Christ. just get punted out of the rut. Yeah, I wasn't very happy with that race, I'll be honest, gamers. Oh, Troy got a podium. Let's go. Love that. I saw him battling with Reed for a while. Yeah, I'm not very happy with that. Not happy with that at all. It's so painful being stuck around that 10th position with all the people that are a little bit slow, but also cross-jump the shit out of you everywhere you go. Jesus Christ, they didn't hang around long there, did they? I don't know if Tyler just punted me out of that rut from behind or if I got pinged out of the rut normally. That says about everything. Look, fucking full fastest lap on lap 14. That was painful. I know nobody done anything directly wrong, but God, I haven't got enough replay length. I don't think. I think it felt like Tyler yeeted me from behind, but then when I crashed and looked behind, it didn't look like he was close enough to do so, so I might have just pinged out the rut. I have never been so frustrated being stuck behind people in my life. I don't know where Fresh is from, but holy fuck, if I even breathed near him, I got sent flying because of his ping, so I just couldn't find a way around. Neon, kind of sketchy, cross-jumping. The server's gone down, I think, so I don't think I can do anything now. Basically, before that race started, I gave the example of people will still try and dive to the inside line even if the inside is not theirs to dive to. How many times did that just happen to me in that race? It weren't just Neon that done it either. Fresh done it one lap. I think Boy done it one lap as well. It's stuff like this inside here. If you're side by side with someone and you're taking off here, you have no right to still be trying to jump and make that inside. Just accept the fact you might have to go into rut number 2. Like, it's so frustrating. So frustrating. I could have had a 5th there, but fucked it on the last lap as I usually do. I think in terms of my overall pace there, there's no reason why I should have been off the podium. I just could not get around people. I just got caught up in a bunch of drama at the start and couldn't get out of it. Very, very, very difficult track to try and make passes on. Very difficult. I like the amount of road that they done there. The road was pretty good. The whoops were still skimmable, but you had to be a little bit careful with it. Yeah, I think we'll forget about that race, but honestly, W for Troy. Did he? No, that's his first aerial podium, isn't it? I think he got a 4th at Hangtown last year. But in terms of an actual race, I think that's his first podium, so really well done to him. Do you want to know the annoying thing? Is at round 1, it was me, then Reed, then Troy, and now this time it's Troy, Reed, Tyler, and then me. So I've actually come out like really bad in terms of like position wise or points wise. So I think I've definitely been leapfrogged by both of them. So I think I'm in like 5th in the championship. Actually, I might have I don't know if Neon finished 1 behind me or more. I'm either in 4th in the chip or 5th in the chip. The exciting thing is, I believe right now that Troy and Reed are tied for 2nd in the championship. It's quite cool. Yeah, there was a lot of moments there where I couldn't do anything about it. You know, from being landed on, from being cross-jumped, from people messing up a rut right in front of me, from like trying to pass people and then getting flung from ping. It was just a lot of wonky stuff that race. It's like the overall, I don't hate the track at all. I think the track was actually still good fun to ride. There's just bits like this is all a little bit follow the leadery, but I don't know what you do to change that at all. But yeah, frustrating one. I think I can't even remember what happened on the first couple of laps to get me down there in the first place, because I think I came out of turn 1 pretty good. Can't remember where it went wrong. Oh no, I think there was drama here, as there always is from people trying to dive to the inside, and then everyone trying to filter into these ruts as well. Yeah, shit happens. Shit happens. Yeah, we'll forget about that one. I mean, grand scheme of things, a 6th is still decent. The only thing I would say to that is it's not a very stacked EU 450 group. So I think a 6th is actually not that great. But yeah, we'll take it after all the drama. All the drama. It is what it is. But we'll push the negativity aside. We'll roll on to next week for, which is probably Anaheim 2, isn't it? That's usually round 3. We'll see how that one goes. Yeah, thank you everyone for all of the love on today's stream as always. Thank you for all of the birthday wishes. It's very much appreciated. Again, as always, enjoy NA later if you're doing that, and take it from my own previous experience. If there's somebody on the outside of you, just know that they're going to cross jump and try and still get to the inside. So maybe check up a little bit. We'll see how that goes. Let me quickly check Discord before I go. It's thank you, Sober. Thank you. Yeah, nothing else outside of that. That's good. That's good. Yeah, no, that's it. Thank you, everybody. And I will see you same time next week. Don't know if I'm going to do 85 tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see how the day goes. But yeah.